We have been watching closely the recent volatility in global financial markets. Our sense is that at this stage, these developments do not pose a substantial risk to the U.S. economic outlook. We will, of course, continue to monitor the situation. Mr. Chairman, let me add as an aside that since my appearance before the House Committee, a number of data releases have pointed to softer spending than many analysts had expected. Part of that softness may reflect adverse weather conditions, but at this point it's difficult to discern exactly how much. In the weeks and months ahead, my colleagues and I will be attentive to signals that indicate whether the recovery is progressing in line with our earlier expectations, under 6%. So 6.5 was simply meant to be the committee saying, look, if the unemployment rate is above that, we see absolutely no need to consider any possibility of raising rates. Below that, we begin to look more carefully. And as we do so, of course, the unemployment rate is not a sufficient statistic to measure the health of the labor market. An additional 5%, an unusually high fraction of our labor force is working part-time for economic reasons, which means they're unable to get full-time work but want it. That's an additional 7 million plus Americans who are involuntarily employed part-time, and we have an unusually high fraction of Americans who are unemployed and have been for substantial amounts of time. So, as we go to a fuller consideration of how is the labor market performing, we need to take all of those things into account.